Lil Durk shooters. They say Lil Durk shooters was celebrating, man. The feds dropped pictures of them. OTF Didi and OTF Vonnie, man. The feds saying, man, Lil Durk may be in trouble. Trap Lil Ross, you know, he reacted to it. I'm reacting to it. We finna get right into this. First thing first, though, I need you to follow us. Before anything, go ahead, follow us. Hit that subscribe button. That's how you follow us. It's free to follow us. You know what I'm saying, man? Just show the page some support, man. Simple. Simple and easy, man. That's our reaction, man. Ain't much. You know what I'm saying? Ain't much, man. Just show the page some support. We finna jump right into this reaction.
Guys, there was a hearing for Lil Durk's situation today, and the paperwork is just circulated on Reddit, and it's not looking too good. It hasn't got to the point where they've officially added additional murder charges to him, but it does appear to suggest that they actually do intend to file more murder charges, apparently murder in aid of racketeering charges, and this is all basically in response to Didi's motion to kind of sever and, you know, separate himself from Durk's situation, and the feds are saying
A lot of people acting like why fool trying to separate himself and want that make Dirk look guilty. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Dirk done might be cooked, man. From what people saying, they left so much evidence like they wanted to get caught.
absolutely not. And now they're releasing more surveillance footage that shows that Didi was very much involved. They've actually got surveillance footage of the killers of Lul Pab basically kicking it in In-N-Out Burger right after the murder while Lul Pab's body was getting pulled out of the shot up Escalade in the middle of the street. These guys were all together getting an In-N-Out, and Didi was there.
They was at In-N-Out Burger ordering burgers, man. Why Rondo people were stressed out? No way, Chop Lil Ross. No way.
And ain't no severance. All of that talk of like, oh no, he ain't really not have nothing to do with the planet. Nah, you there with the killers getting a burger. So this is very, very bad. Okay. So this is what's just come out, okay? It says the government responds to OTF Didi's application for bond reconsideration today in court, and I did know they were having a court date today. It says the government informed the defense that the additional charge they intend to file is murder in aid of racketeering and conspiracy to commit stalking, okay?
What? Oh man, they trying to book Dirk. Man, they doing Dirk wrong, ain't they?
So they said they really got these dudes 45 minutes later laughing at In-N-Out or Five Guys. When the government wants you, they will find you. So this is what they said. It says defendant Didi application for bond reconsideration is premised on the government's decision to bring additional murder charges arising from the execution-style murder that the defendant and his co-conspirators committed on August 19th. Defendant, now what's interesting here, it says they're planning to bring additional murder charges from the execution-style murder that the defendant and his co-conspirators committed. That's confusing because that makes me think that that's weird because that just makes me think that like that doesn't suggest that they're actually going to put the Stefan Mack murder on him. It suggests that they're going to put more charges from the murder related to the murder on Didi. So it says defendant falsely suggests his role in the LA murder is materially subordinate to every other charged defendant. Both arguments lack merit and should be rejected. Indeed, the facts before the court only strengthen the case for detention. Defendant allegedly committed the charged murder while released on bond facing separate murder charges in Chicago. Defendant was later
And OTF Didi was on bond? He's out here wilding out.
Acquitted of that conduct, but his criminal history, including pending state charges for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, established his continued dangerousness. Dangerousness is a bit of a weird word to use. Is that actually... is dangerousness a real word? It appears to be a real word. So this is defendant's leadership role in the charged murder further supports denying his request for bond reconsideration. Defendant is charged with recruiting other hitmen to travel across the country to hunt and kill Quando Rondo, a rival of Durk. Defendant and the other hitmen.
So they said Didi was the person that hired the people? They said Didi was the person that hired the people. Wow.
Traveled to California to carry out the brazen premeditated gang murder. Once they arrived, defendant and his co-conspirators used two vehicles to track and stalk Quando from the night of August 18th till the afternoon of August 19th when the murder occurred, specifically after tracking the rival to a busy gas station in Beverly Hills. And it says 3 of the defendant's co-conspirators opened fire with multiple firearms, including a machine gun, missing their intended target and murdering Savia Robinson, aka Lul Pab. Now, here's where things get a little bit spicy, okay? And I'm a little bit confused why this is kind of such...
Damn. Yeah, Didi and all black.
Lower quality compared to this one. That is a little bit sus, if you ask me. But anyway, it says surveillance video shows less than 45 minutes later, while SR's bullet-riddled body was being removed from a vehicle, defendant was ordering food and laughing with his co-conspirators as depicted in the screenshot below. This is not a close case. The evidence of the defendant's guilt is significant and includes testimony from multiple witnesses, text messages showing defendant recruited others to help commit the crime, and other evidence showing defendant's lead.
Text messages showing recruiting? What? You got the text? Oh, man, Durk.
Leadership role in the alleged gang enterprise. Defendant's willingness to commit murder while on pre-trial release for murder shows a complete disregard for the law and establishes he poses an extraordinary danger to the community. Contrary to the defendant's position, the government's decision to bring new charges, one, alleging additional murder and violent crimes committed by the defendant's gang enterprise, is not mitigating. So it says, as defendant noted in his filing for transparency and in light of the August 20 trial date, the government informed defense counsel that it intended to bring additional charges, including murder in aid of racketeering, vicar murder in violation of 18 USC, and conspiracy to commit stalking in violation of 18 USC. So that line suggests that they are actually letting the court know that they are planning to bring the Stefan Mack murder to...
They bringing more murders on Durk? It's crazy.
the table. Okay. So pretty much, right, it says it's not met again. No conditional combination of conditions can reasonably assure either the safety of the community or the defendant's appearance. The application for bail should be denied. Defendant must be detained pending trial where no conditional combination of conditions will reasonably assure the appearance of the person required and the safety of any other person in the community. There was a case law that they're citing. Basically says it affirms the detention order even though murder for hire defendant had never previously been charged with a violent crime because the record contains compelling evidence of the defendant's participation in the charged crimes and his knowledge and acquiescence in the use of violence to commit them, which admits a clear and compelling finding he posed a threat of future harm. Basically, it's saying, okay, he participated in a gang murder while he was on bond or while he was awaiting trial for another murder, which he beat, and he has other violent crimes outstanding.
Oh, yeah, they finna try to slide Durk. Yeah, man, Durk, man, it's probably gonna be a long time, man. Man, it's probably gonna be a long time, Durk.
Assaults with a deadly weapon, etc. And then they're about to hit him with another murder in furtherance of this whole gang that he's a part of. And he's all up in and out, laughing and joking with the killers. So yeah, no bail for you, buddy. Okay, Didi? Sorry, no bail for you. You're actually a danger. You're actually a danger to the community. You're actually a danger to me. I'm in the community. You're a danger to me. It would be dangerous for you to be out. It says this was a case law.
Lil Ross say you a danger to him, boy. Boy, he said it might be trouble if you out. Sheesh.
It said where they affirmed detention order for a defendant who's a danger to the community was clearly and convincingly evidenced by his readiness to commit the charged murder for hire. They're saying Didi's ready to go. He's ready to kill for OTF the gang. So no bond. Right, no bond. We don't want to have you in and out laughing and joking with the killers again. And it says, so conclusion, defendant's release would pose a grave risk to the safety of the public and witnesses and potential witnesses in the case. No condition or combination of his conditions can ensure defendant's appearance or mitigate his danger to the community. The court should order defendant detained. So I'm honestly not surprised that they're basically deciding to keep Didi detained. I think that the chances are, it sounds like they're planning to add these additional charges. Now, it's a bit unusual that it would sort of say, like, where it said here that I thought was interesting about the other murder.
So they say, wait, we're not finna let this guy go. That's what they saying, huh? They saying like, no, we can't let Didi go, man. He might get to getting down on witnesses and doing too much. Whoa.
It says the government's, contrary to the defendant's position, the government's decision to bring new charges alleging additional murder and violent crimes committed by the defendant's gang enterprise is not mitigating. So basically, they are saying the defendant noted in his filing, right, in line with the trial date, the government informed defense counsel to bring additional charges, including murder in aid of racketeering. And does that say conspiracy to commit stalking in violation of US code? So basically what they're saying is that you're trying to say that you want to basically get out and have some bail because you ain't have nothing to do with Stefan Mack's murder. The state is saying, no, you big OTF, right? You big only the family, right? You big Didi, OTF Didi.
Didi the one put it together. What?
Nah, you a danger to the community. You part of a criminal conspiracy to have people killed city to city, and you had a murder case in Chicago. Absolutely not. So I think that little tidbit, I just wonder when they're going to bring these additional charges, because if they bring these additional charges here in June, ain't no way they're doing a August 20th trial date. Yes, I'm sure Durk is aware that the Stefan Mack murder is potentially something he's going to have to face. He knows what he did, and that ain't the only one. But
Trap talker regulars, he's talking about Durk know what he did. I think Durk guilty.
his team actually do need time to go through the discovery, actually work out how cooked he is, how much evidence the prosecution actually has on him. And so I do think it's a bit weird that they keep teasing these extra charges, but like they ain't actually landed yet. They're teasing them. I thought I would wake up today after this hearing and find out Durk had been hit with these additional murder for hire charges against Stefan Mack, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So I don't know if we're going to get an update in the next few days. Really, like, they either need to announce these new charges and delay the trial, or they need to just accept that they're not adding these new charges and they're going to do the August 20th trial date.
Durk might be cooked, huh?
It's very, very interesting. It's very bizarre. What I do think is interesting is that currently the trial date is scheduled for one day after the murder happened. 4 years on. So within one day of it happening. And I do find it really interesting that like these prosecutors, they often pick these dates. Like they often pick dates that are like really relevant, or like, we saw David kind of get arrested like roughly around the time, like a few days before they saying that he committed the murder. So
Durk might be cooked, huh, y'all? What y'all think? Let me know in the comments, man. Y'all think Durk cooked, or y'all like, man, Durk finna come home, man. Durk finna come home, man. Let me know y'all thoughts on this in the comments.